How you doing, guys?
Hey, we're
On the road again.
Yep, on our way back to New York. I had to do some security stuff for my mom, so I can make sure she is safe. Anyhow, my husband and I were thinking, I don't know if somebody else, maybe they had the same thoughts. Oh yeah, I'm driving because it's my other leg. It's the left leg. So I can drive on the right leg. So I just couldn't take it. I just had to drive. I just had to drive because it's just driving me crazy not driving. I don't know, again, if anybody else feels the same way, but my husband and myself, we've been discussing several options for ourselves to, in a few, to leave the country. We don't, well, first of all, I don't feel safe. I really don't feel safe. I stopped really holding hands with my husband, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
And, in public, because of the simple reason for fear of repercussion or, people hurting us. And I'm just very, very afraid.
We're in a sad time right now with all this racial bullcrap going on. It shouldn't be. If you love the person, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if they're green, yellow, red, white, black. It's the person, not the color of the skin or the way they look. It's ridiculous. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all connected. And, when people start to realize that, maybe things will change. But
I don't think it's going to change.
She doesn't think they will, but I think right now there's a lot more interracial marriage going on in Hispanic, black and whites, and I think in time that's going to change people. I hope it does, but I don't know. This seems like we're going backwards, and all I can say is I'm grateful for the forefathers that we had when this country was formed, because if we had the knuckleheads that are in these offices today setting up our government, we all would have our heads up where. But I just want to shout out to all the emergency service workers out there. I'm a retired fireman. I love my job. I got hurt on my job. And, just be safe. And thank you for your service. And be blessed, and you and your family.
I just want to say, just getting back to a little bit of topic there. I don't feel personally that it's going to change. I feel like people have died and fought for a cause of treating everybody human and for equality, not even just for racial equality, but for being a female, being disabled, being just anything that is not what they normal to some people. But anyway, I just feel like we went right back to the way it's been almost back to the 1800s, I think. Almost. With just a little bit, maybe, I don't know. But it's just, it's so discouraging. And now I'm apprehensive of where I go. Sometimes my husband will go into places, I won't even go out the car, right?
Yeah.
I just kind of,
If we go in together, sometimes we get the weirdest looks too.
yeah, you know. I remember one time we went to South Jersey, right?
Yeah.
And these people were telling us, we were staying in a hotel. Were we staying in a hotel? Or we
I don't
just was
remember.
passing through.
I don't
We were
remember.
passing
I
through.
think we're passing through.
And they were giving us, oh, go to this restaurant. It is great. It is one of the better restaurants around that area. The portions are good. The service is good. You know, just all of these different things. And it was a mixed crowd. It wasn't just a Caucasian crowd. It was a mixed crowd that spoke to us about this place. We went through the door.
It felt like a deer in the headlights.
We went through the door, and every single head,
No matter what they were doing, they put down
they
their
put
forks.
their forks.
If they were eating, they stopped eating. The whole restaurant,
The
I mean
whole
literally, the whole restaurant turned around and looked at us like we were aliens.
I thought we were gonna get. I told them, I said, let's get out of here, because I thought that somebody was gonna come and chase us because of it was the way it went down, and someone did come and chase us. It was a woman.
Yeah,
it was the
receptionist.
it was the server.
The server,
it was
hostess,
the hostess. And she said, is everything okay? I just, you came in. I don't want you to, come on. We can, sit down and blah, blah, blah. I think she picked up on it. She picked up on it right away. And I felt like telling her, thank you so much for being so sensitive to that, how we felt at that time. But it's very, very, very scary. And I'm in a scary time, and I mean, I can't help it. It's something I try to put out of not put out of my mind, but I try to say, well, you know what? We live in New York. That's what I said. We live in New York. But I'm noticing that the area that we're in, or just on Long Island itself, there's a lot of Trumpsters. And I just feel that wrong place, wrong time. When I come home, I'm like, even when I come from work, I'm just kind of, leery about stopping here, stopping there, and all of that. But I just want to not be afraid. I just want to just not be afraid, And I realize that not, all people don't feel that way. But it's time for people to kind of more, interact. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel that way, interact more. So that way, people will, people like us will know that, look, it encourages us. You know what I mean? That everybody doesn't feel that way. Maybe it's not their job to do that, but, I just feel very, very apprehensive in some cases. So we have been, I know we travel. Now, being that I had surgery that screwed up one of our trips. But it really screwed up one of our trips. But we were able to go to Spain and Paris twice in a year. I mean, not in a year, in a few months' time, right? Right? In a few months' time. December.
Close to a year, I think.
No, December, and then we went in May.
Yeah, May. Like 5-6 months,
Yeah. So we were able to go to those two places, and we seem to favor Spain, although Spain has got some difficulties with, they feel that the tourists are
ruining their country.
And
Not respecting their country.
right. And the thing is,